Is one of these drivers in my hands here one of the best drivers of 2022? Let's find out now. Hi guys, welcome back to the GolfMagic channel. Today you're joining me at Mannings Heath Golf and Wine Estate. A very lovely day in March here. You can see I'm just wearing a t-shirt and no jumper. Very surprising, but we're going to bring even more heat today with the Callaway Rogue ST Max against the TaylorMade Stealth driver. Both the flagship models for either brand for 2022. But how do they differ? They both are targeting largely the same people, but from first glance, there are some big differences aesthetically and also from how they set up. TaylorMade Stealth, to begin with, all about the carbon face this year, all about the 60 layers of carbon, supposed to be faster ball speeds, more forgiving, feel better than the Sim 2. Really big marketing here by TaylorMade. Is it all true? Kind of, yeah. Maybe not as much as they say it is, but did notice a slight increase in ball speed. Definitely feels better than the Sim 2. When you're comparing it to other models that have been released in 2022, that's when it gets quite interesting. The Stealth Plus to the Cobra that I did a few weeks back, there wasn't too much difference apart from the actual feel. These two here, the Callaway Rogue ST Max, is very different. Callaway Rogue ST Max, their most forgiving model, down for the masses. They've got a draw option, but this one here sell the best because it's more forgiving. It's got the ball speed robustness. It looks a lot nicer, a more robust head, and a really, really good release by Callaway for 2022. Difference here is there's a slight difference in swing weight. This one's slightly lighter. It's going to feel slightly lighter, but us amateur golfers aren't going to notice it. But this one has a slight draw bias, and I did notice that. With two clubs that are 9 degrees with the exact same shaft, you may not think there's going to be that big difference, maybe just a few extra yards. And that is kind of the case, but in a big difference to my last review, I noticed some big differences here on the full swing simulator at Silvermere Golf Club. The main difference was the dispersion. Callaway Rogue ST Max with the draw bias and with my swing, I noticed it being quite a straight ball flight, maybe even slight draw, a 2-yard draw or a 2-yard fade. It was a really pleasing ball flight and just a really forgiving club. TaylorMade Stealth was actually a little bit more of a fade bias. These are both set up neutral, both set up at 9 degrees, but the dispersion was farther to the right side of the fairway than the Callaway, which is more straight and also maybe to the left side. As well as that, the Stealth was not as forgiving. I'm not too surprised by that, but because this is their flagship most forgiving model, the Callaway Rogue ST Max was a clear winner. I will hit some shots on the course in about 30 seconds, but I'll chuck some data your way now, and you can see that the Callaway overall did actually go further. The ball speed was a little bit higher, only by about 1 mile an hour, but it had slightly lower spin and it went further by a few extra yards. TaylorMade, this is just down to the testing on the day, so although a few yards, it's not too much to say that the Callaway is miles ahead of it. But this is a consistent trend that I've seen throughout the last few weeks of testing. The Callaway, more forgiving. I'm hitting more fairways with the Callaway. The Stealth, I really don't think the Stealth here has that much of a difference to the Stealth Plus. Whereas the Callaway Rogue ST Max, when you go into the LS version, the Triple Diamond version, there's some big differences there. But let's see how it fares on the course right now. Let's go and hit 3 balls each on a par 5, see if I can smash it, see the dispersion and see what happens. Let's jump over there now. Wow. Oh wow, that's right. Well, it's not right, but it's just fading tons. You can see that instantly, that first shot. I felt like it was impossible to fade the Callaway driver. This one, an instant about 20-yard fade. Better, yeah, better. I mean, it's consistent. See, it's just another one. Not too bad, but it's just right again. I don't think I hit any of those shots different to each other, but we do have quite different results there. Let's go find where they are. So distance is pretty comparable out of all of them, which is what I was expecting with a 10-mile-an-hour breeze into your face. I've got about 285, one in the right side of the fairway, which is TaylorMade, and I can just see another one over there, which is TaylorMade as well. And then we've got Callaways here, and just another one over there. and TaylorMade's one that went straight, that's just in the bushes over there. So Callaway's is consistent, very consistent. I don't really think I hit those badly. I think smash factor for all of those would have been very similar to each other, but dispersion, there's a very clear winner. And there's no difference in distance either. It's interesting because my initial reviews, I was perhaps leaning towards the TaylorMade Stealth, but certainly in this test, I'm definitely leaning towards the Callaway Rogue ST Max. Funny one. As the sun sets here at the wonderful Mannings Heath Golf and Wine Estate, I can give my final judgment on the TaylorMade Stealth against the Callaway Rogue ST Max. And I don't think this is a weird decision here, because I think over the last few months, slowly as people are getting their hands on either product, they're noticing that Callaway really has stepped it up this year. Although it's still a Rogue, although marketing-wise it's not that different to last year, year before, its feel, the sound, is a 9, an 8, a 10 out of 10 in all regards. And I'll be honest, on my initial review, I didn't think it was anything special, but taking it on the course, a long-term review, I'm really thinking it could be the #1 driver of 2022. And that may not be for everyone. I always say when these GolfMagic comparisons, this is my opinion, you could go to the pro shop and you could absolutely love the Stealth or the Stealth Plus. It's a very, very good driver. What I'm talking about here is small incremental differences. But what I have noticed from a long-term review is quite a significant difference between the Stealth and the Rogue ST Max. I personally prefer the Stealth Plus to the Stealth. I think it has far more benefits for someone like me. Is the Callaway Rogue ST Max the driver, the best driver of 2022? Not yet. Not yet. Sorry for the clickbaity title, but I need to test it against a few more things and do a few more models. Up next has to be, I know you're thinking it too, the Callaway Rogue ST Max against the Cobra LTDX. I absolutely loved the Cobra LTDX in initial testing and had it in my bag for a long time. Will it stay there though? We'll find out in a few weeks. Guys, if you have any questions about these two models, let me know down in the comments. I've had a lot of fun testing these two drivers. They are two superb drivers, but here at GolfMagic, Callaway takes the top spot for now. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. And if you are new to GolfMagic, smash that subscribe button as well. There's plenty more comparisons to come. If you want any comparisons this year, please let me know and I'll do it as soon as possible. I've got one more hole to play and I think I'm gonna hit the Callaway straight down the middle. Till the next video, guys, see you later.